Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to have a sixth sense when it comes to identifying the people around you? It can be extremely affectionate and protective of those it considers trustworthy, but at the same time, it may distance itself or become uncomfortable around others. This isn't just a coincidence or random behavior. In fact, dogs possess an impressive ability to read human emotions and perceive intentions, often with a precision that we humans might even underestimate. Imagine the scene. You're with your dog in a park, and suddenly it starts acting strange when a person approaches. It barks more aggressively, becomes alert, or even walks away. You, as the owner, wonder if it's just anxious or if there's something more going on. Well, don't underestimate your dog's instinct. It really may know more than you realize about who is good or bad for you. This ability to detect people's intentions and energy is one of the most fascinating and powerful characteristics of dogs, and it can be crucial to your safety and well-being. If you've noticed that your dog behaves differently with some people, pay attention because it may be trying to alert you to something you haven't noticed. Maybe that friendly friend isn't as harmless as they seem, or perhaps that person you're unsure about is bringing negative energy into your home. In this video, we will explore how dogs can identify the good and the bad based on behavior, energy, and emotions, and why you should never ignore the signs your dog gives you. Additionally, we'll understand how this is possible and how you can use these signals to ensure the safety and well-being of everyone around you, including your best four-legged friend. So, get ready to discover how much your dog really knows about who is near you, and why this is more important than you think. Before we start, have you subscribed to the channel yet? Don't miss any important tips on how to improve your relationship with your dog and understand its behavior. Subscribe now to stay on top of everything and make sure you and your best friend get the most out of this journey together. Did you know your dog may know much more about the people around you than you think? Those nervous barks, intense stares, or even strange behavior in some situations aren't just random. In fact, they are trying to alert you to something deeper, something that might go unnoticed by us humans. Dogs have extraordinary abilities to pick up on subtle details that often escape us. They can identify when someone has bad intentions and even detect danger before we do. But what exactly can dogs perceive that we can't? What makes your dog suddenly behave strangely around someone or even refuse to interact with someone you consider a friend? The answer lies in the incredible perception abilities of dogs. They can feel energy, sense emotions, and even read our facial expressions and body language in a way that leaves us in awe. The truth is, based on scientific studies and observations, we know that dogs possess a unique sensitivity that goes far beyond simple instincts. 1. Dogs know who is bad. You might think your dog barks at strangers simply out of fear, but in reality, it could be trying to alert you to something deeper. Several studies have shown that dogs have an impressive ability to distinguish between good and bad people, based on subtle behaviors like gestures, facial expressions, and even attitudes. In the Journal of Neuroscience and Biobehavioral Reviews, researchers conducted a fascinating study where dogs were exposed to actors who either helped or refused to help the owner open a container. The results were surprising. The dogs were much happier when accepting treats from actors who helped them, and on the other hand, they completely ignored actors who acted rudely or indifferently. In other words, your dog doesn't just observe people's behavior, it also judges them. It has the ability to perceive kindness and its absence in a way that many of us can't. So, the next time your dog acts strangely towards someone, it might be wise to stay alert. It may be warning you about something you haven't noticed yet. 2. Dogs are great lie detector experts. But the incredible abilities of dogs don't stop there. They are experts at detecting liars. In a study conducted in Japan, dogs participated in a simple bait and switch game with people. First, a person pointed to a container with treats then to an empty one. After a few failed attempts, the dogs quickly realized who was trying to deceive them, and by the third round, they simply ignored the dishonest person, even if the treats were real. This demonstrates not only the intelligence of dogs, but also their memory and perception of human behavior. If they sense that someone is untrustworthy, they may decide not to interact with that person. This goes beyond instinct. It's a direct evaluation of human behavior. 3. The incredible sense of smell in dogs, more than just a superpower. If you've ever wondered why your dog always recognizes you, even after long periods apart, the answer lies in its sense of smell. Dogs have a sense of smell 1,000 times more powerful than ours, and can detect your scent with impressive accuracy. But it's not just about memory, it's also about emotion. Scientists have discovered that when dogs smell the scent of people they love, their brains light up with happiness. This is why they get so excited when you come home. Even after years of not seeing you, your dog can recognize you by scent alone, holding on to all the happy memories associated with it. This is something none of us can replicate. And the most amazing part, dogs also associate the energy of the scent with their experience of the person, whether positive or negative. 4. Dogs can read your face. Who hasn't felt understood by their dog's gaze? Well, know that it's not just a feeling. A study conducted in Austria proved that dogs are able to identify human emotions like happiness, anger, and sadness just by observing people's facial expressions. It doesn't matter if the face is unfamiliar to the dog. They instinctively notice the differences in expressions and respond accordingly. Dogs have an extraordinary ability to pick up negative or positive energy from a person just by looking at them. So, if your dog doesn't like someone and behaves strangely, it could be because it's reading that person's face and picking up on something you haven't noticed. 5. The sixth sense of dogs, detecting bad intentions. Some call it a sixth sense, but what really happens is that dogs are masters at reading our physiological reactions. What many don't know is that dogs are capable of detecting chemical changes in our bodies, like increased adrenaline, sweat, and pheromones related to fear or anxiety. This makes them able to perceive when something's wrong even before we, humans, react. For example, if you're nervous or suspicious of someone, your dog may sense it and, instinctively, protect you. This sensor that dogs have for picking up intentions is extraordinary, and it might be what makes them act protectively. 6. Dogs can detect serious illnesses. Did you know that dogs can even save lives? Thanks to their incredibly sharp sense of smell, dogs can detect serious illnesses like cancer, diabetes, and even seizures before symptoms appear. They can identify specific odors released by disease cells, offering a unique opportunity to diagnose health problems early. Dogs trained to detect these conditions can alert their owners to take preventive measures, which can make all the difference in someone's life. 7. Dogs and their dog friends, barking at some, ignoring others. Have you noticed that your dog can be extremely selective with other dogs? Sometimes it may bark at one dog, but completely ignore another. This happens because dogs communicate through subtle signals that we humans often miss. They observe posture, tail movements, and even facial expressions of other dogs to determine if they are friendly or threatening. If your dog had a negative experience with a dog in the past, it may react aggressively to similar dogs in the future. It's as if it's saying, "I don't trust them." Dogs are not just our loyal companions, but also our intuitive protectors. They have amazing abilities that surprise us every day, from detecting liars to sensing danger before we do. The next time your dog acts strangely or warns you about something, remember that it might be trying to protect you from something you haven't noticed. Pay attention to the signs it gives. Your best four-legged friend knows much more than you think. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate notifications to stay updated on how to understand your dog better. And if you want to know more about the secret signs dogs show to the people they truly love, click on the video below and continue exploring the incredible world of dogs.